Remembering the past, acting in the present, and reflecting on the challenges of the future was the motto for the high-level conference on intellectual property in the era of digital transition. Promoted by the Ministry of Justice and the National Institute of Industrial Property under the Portuguese presidency of the Council of the European Union. The Metamorphosis of Intellectual Property in the Era of Digital Transition featured 4 panels of reflection on the importance of property, on intellectual property in the European context. At the opening of the session, the Minister of Justice highlighted the need to deepen science, knowledge, protection, and the creation of value for the economy. In the area of justice, it is also important to highlight the strengthening of the rule of law and the protection of citizens' freedoms and guarantees, the protection of intellectual property through criminal law, digital transformation, and the fight against counterfeiting. Subjects that, for Franziska van Doenen, are of particular relevance in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Minister of Justice argues that it is central to continue to promote the debate on technologies, on artificial intelligence, green technologies, and the way in which methodologies can influence our future. She took the opportunity to announce Portugal's adhesion to the digital WIPO Green project related to sustainable technologies. Promoting more and better jobs through innovation and knowledge is one of the objectives of the Ministers of Economy. Pedro César Vieira defends the creation of an area of prosperity with new products based on the qualifications of European citizens and new technologies in industrial processes. He also mentioned that the transmission of knowledge must be turned into market value and that there must be a reinforcement of support for institutions and companies, especially small and medium-sized ones. On the date of the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, the Minister of Science, Technology and Higher Education did not fail to mention the metamorphosis verified in the way society looks at knowledge through the active role of women. In Portugal, 50% of our scientific community, also strongly involved in processes of protection and enhancement of intellectual property, today has a serious activism of women. Manuel Aitor also recalled the launch of the Horizon Europe program, which aims to be an asset in the sector. For the Minister of Culture, the protection logic must revolve around basic principles such as the protection of works and creators. The advent of the digital age has brought challenges to copyright. It is up to us to ensure the development of legal protection mechanisms that guarantee and enhance creation, defended Gracia Fonseca, also reinforcing the importance of not allowing trivialization and devaluation of digital content. It is about guaranteeing new ways for consumption and protection of culture. The importance of technological development is in part for the European Commissioner for the Internal Market a way to overcome the crisis. Thierry Breton wants to see companies capitalize more on their innovations in different areas of activity. The European Commission presented in November 2020 an intellectual property plan where the intention is to create a more agile system of innovation and development and where the idea of the unitary patent is defended. Protecting intellectual property is not an end in itself. It is a way of ensuring that creativity and innovation are rewarded so that they can improve society as a whole, said the European Commissioner. The session also included the participation of the President of the National Institute of Industrial Property, Ana Bandeira, the Executive Director of the European Union Intellectual Property Institute, Christian Archambault, the President of the European Patent Office, Antonio Campinos, and the Director General of the World Intellectual Property Organization, Darren Tang. Stakeholders stressed the importance of integrating small and medium-sized enterprises into the process. Highlighting the role of industries as levers in the European economy, the shift from tangible to intangible assets, and the need for multilateral approaches. Finally, the role of intellectual property within the priorities of the Portuguese presidency of the European Union was reinforced. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and to my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.